Hi, I'd like to make this new series of videos that I will just talk. I would probably do no preparations. Like, I didn't even clean my desk from my previous video. I may just watch my videos and review it with you. Or whatever, no preparation. I don't know, I may call these ElectroVlog. And vlog would stand for logarithmic voltage. Anyways, let's talk about something. No preparation, I told you. Well, as you might know, I started working part-time at my day job since January 2017. But it's the end of January and I only made one video. It's like I took unpaid time off to work on my family stuff. My parents needed help with stuff, and at the same time my wife is trying to start a cake shop. So I had to help her out with managing their renovations. I had to go to her shop every night and assemble tons of IKEA furniture. So what happened one night was that I went there and I have my battery operated drill with 2 backup batteries. Anyways, the batteries come with a very puny charger and it charges the batteries in like 10 hours. So what I did was that I took my circuit specialist power supply there to charge my batteries. So basically what I do, I set a constant voltage of around 14.5 volts and a constant current of 5 amps. I connect the battery. First, if the battery voltage is low, it will charge it with constant current until it reaches close to 14.5 volts, and then the current starts dropping until it fully charges. So I was charging one of my batteries and I noticed that there is smoke coming out of it. These batteries are made of multiple cells inside. I noticed the way my batteries fail is that one or more of the cells short out. So basically the battery voltage drops. Now the problem was that because one of the cells was shorted, my power supply was not reaching 14.5 volt and the constant current was continuously flowing into it. So the battery was getting hot and smoke was coming out of it. So I disconnected from the power supply, I plugged it into the drill and noticed that it's still working. So I said, I'll keep using it. So I used it to put some screws in, and at the same time I noticed that the battery was getting warmer. Every time I was drilling, smoke was coming out of it. So the current passing through it was still heating it up. But I kept using it. It kept smoking. Then the plastic started to melt, but I kept using it. More and more smoke came out, but it still had charge. My drill was working, so I kept using it. Eventually it got so hot that there was this liquid oozing from the battery dripping on the ground and a lot of smoke was coming out. So I said that's it, I can't use it anymore. I took it out of the drill and put it in the washroom and turned on the vent. Eventually it stopped smoking. At the end of the day I took the battery home with me, but then I thought if I take it home it's gonna smell and make smoke at night and my wife is gonna kill me. So I took it to our building's dumpster and throw it into the garbage. I know we are supposed to recycle the batteries, but I mean in this case it was just one battery. It was going to stink the house, so I just dropped it into the dumpster, and I thought it was the end of that. Then I went to sleep at night. In the middle of the night I woke up. I was scared, I was sweating. I thought, oh my god, I dropped that battery into the dumpster. It's gonna short, it's gonna heat up and cause a fire. And the entire building is gonna come down. Then I tried to convince myself that it's fine. Because usually the dumpster are filled with food waste. And I thought they're wet. Eventually they're gonna put the fire out. Then I realized we live in Vancouver. Here we separate the food waste from the rest. So it's completely dry in the dumpster. Then I started panicking more. I thought I should go there in the middle of the night and take it out. But then I realized that I throw it into a lot of garbage and it was underneath and people throw more garbage on top, so I would never be able to find it. And eventually I thought to myself, it's one of those problems that you come up with in the middle of the night and your brain somehow makes it bigger and bigger. I thought if I go to sleep and wake up in the morning, the problem would be much smaller. So I woke up in the morning and I thought about it and I realized, no, that was really a stupid thing I did. What if the whole thing was on fire? Fortunately, nothing was on fire, but it could be. I mean, have you seen that Samsung phone that just explodes? Of course, my battery was a nickel metal hydride. Those guys are less likely to explode. But for example, a lithium-ion battery can easily explode like the Samsung phone. So in general, throwing a battery into garbage is quite dangerous. If somebody else throws a heavy garbage on top of it and crashes the battery, it will short the cells inside and it could cause fire. And it was then that I realized that we don't recycle the batteries just for chemicals. They are actually dangerous to put in the dumpster and they should be recycled properly. So here's the message of the way. Here's the message of the day. Let me know if you like this type of video and I will continue doing it. I make the links private so only my patrons at patreon.com can see it. But I don't know, maybe eventually I make it public. Have fun!